season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We got this.
Here we go, set, you're out, 70, Indy.
Showing it, showing it.
Hey, Charlie.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Minshew sets to throw. It's caught. Nelson.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Jets.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Tight dog, tight.
They'll run it with Bell. A 4-yard pickup that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
We go, son. 45's the mic. All day, punk. We got tight left, tight left. 4 down, check. 4 down, 4 down. Kill. Check 26, check 26.
Third and long, it's Darnold. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Come on now.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
You got tight right there. Now, 80. Check. Lock. Man, 80. Check 3, check that.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A gain there of 21 yards. Here's Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Darnold going to lead the offense up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check. Deuce. Young lady.
On the counter, here's Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Go side. 45's the mic. Hey, man. Lady.
Hey, Zoo.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And that'll bring up fourth down as this Cincy defense stands up on third. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that?
Well, what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Ready, set.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. Caught by Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Nixon with a first down carry. There's a nice move, and a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Bengals. 44 yards on the ground. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check nickel.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Watch the whip.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Play action. It's Darnold. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check three. Alert three. Check 99.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
Let's go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
We go, set.
45's the mic. Check. 45's the mic.
And 80.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
On first down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
86 to man. Watch it. Single.
Oh, 80. Under crunch.
Tighten up. Switch.
To throw is Darnold. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, switch gears. Check your hot read.
Back to throw. And he's going to let it go deep. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Trying to lay one. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. J.J. Nelson. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Marr on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's get Let's bring it. Check the back. Check the back. Lady.
Check 13.
Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold now to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out. Head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
We got 4.
Hey, Foxtrot.
All day. 45, Mike, 45. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
He's coming. We got double up.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
Well, how about that? I'm a little bit incredulous there. Fourth and very long, and they decide to go for it, and what a play to pick it up.
Yeah, what does that do to the defense now?
Somewhat demoralizing, I would say, but they don't have time to hang their heads.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Check Mike 45. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Red 80. 45.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I'm coming. 45's the mic. Man, I got
Darnold to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Every day, any day. Kill.
Darnold.
Kill.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 50. Check 50. Shift.
Red 80.
Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Let's go.
John Ross, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Jets take over first
All day, baby, all day.
at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's make these babies cry.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead, tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Check 9, check 9.
Save. Check 31, check 31.
On first down, Moore. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's coming, double up. He's coming, double up. Slant, check, crunch, shift, slam.
Back to the ground, this time to Bell. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Pull it together. Watch the twist. Hey, alert, touch.
Now it's Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Hey, high 7.
45's the mic.
6 man. Check curls.
Red 80. 45's the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins, and the Bengals will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Under 10.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they... Under pressure, they got him again. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off. Now they are going for it. Darnold escaping the pressure right. He's got Herndon, his tight end, and unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
Mike, pick me up. Here we go. Kill.
Ready?
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon.
Kill. Turn it up.
Tackle made by Foley Fadukasi, the former UConn Husky.
59. Hey, exit. Hit it.
2nd and 5 now. Minshew. He completes it to Nelson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Jam. Wide. Give it up.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Once again, they run with Mixon. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? It got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike.
X3. 218, chopper.
45.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll try the right side with Bell. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Hey, we got to get the
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Darnold. Caught here by Bell. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
45, 45.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
That's who draw corkers. Bravo.
Slam.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Going deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross. 84 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. And Darnold, he lost the football. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now, wait a minute. Did the Jets get it? They did. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. On 2nd down, Minshew. Flush to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Let's go. Get set. Let's go.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down, and that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Leo.
Watch twist.
Tight dog.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Let's go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Mixon. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Minshew sets to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. J.J. Nelson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge, or they just...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as a 2-point successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Target.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Ready, 10 Lobo.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Four down.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll go again with Bell. Wiggles free. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move him into a 3rd and 13 here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Herndon's got it complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. This is Bell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Protein spill.
Fresno.
Hey, Sam on.
Switch.
Hey, Echo.
37, check 37.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Marr now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken short, and he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Throwing on first down. Stanley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I know you felt that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stanley goes underneath for Bell. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Oh, wait, hold everything at seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, this from 39. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, this from 39. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up